Beta, chromosomes are coil and condensed chromatin fibers. So before studying the structure of chromosomes, let's first start with chromatin. The chromatin material that constitutes the fiber is formed of two substances. So chromatin is made up of two substances. These are, the first one is DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid, full form is very important. About 40% of chromatin is made up of DNA and 60% of it is made up of a particular type of proteins. Those proteins are histone proteins. So chromatin are made up of 40% of DNA and about 60% of histone proteins. Now starting with DNA first. Molecular structure of DNA. The shape of DNA molecule was first studied by Rosalind Franklin in 1953. So Rosalind Franklin first discovered the shape of DNA molecule, but the structure was finally worked out by another two scientists in the same year, that is in 1953, Watson and Crick. They gave the double helix structure of DNA molecule, for which they were awarded Nobel Prize in 1962. So this is very important information. So each DNA molecule is very large in size. So as the DNA molecule is very large in size, we call it as macromolecule. According to Watson and Crick, DNA molecule is composed of two complementary strands. So in each DNA molecule, two complementary strands are present. This is the first strand and another is complementary to it. So which are wrapped around each other in the form of double helix. Now each strand of DNA, it is made up of repeating units called as nucleotides. So each strand of DNA is made up of repeating units, nucleotides. Now each nucleotide has three components in it. The first one is phosphate. Second, sugar. Pentose sugar. Pentose means having 5 carbon atoms is present in DNA strand. And the third component of nucleotide, that is nitrogenous bases. Again, these nitrogenous bases are of 4 type. We will discuss it later. Now, these nucleotides are present in strands. How they are arranged there? In each strand of DNA, phosphate and sugar molecule, they are present lengthwise, repeating lengthwise. So one phosphate, then one pentose sugar, again one phosphate molecule, and it is attached to pentose sugar again. So in this way, phosphate and sugar, they are present in each strand, repeating lengthwise. And the nitrogenous bases, they are attached to the inner side of the sugar molecule. So this is one strand. In the same way, another strand also, pentose sugar, then phosphate. This is sugar. Then again pentose sugar, phosphate. Then again this is phosphate and sugar. Here also nitrogenous bases, they are attached to the inner side of the pentose sugar. So they just form the rungs of the ladder of this structure. Now these nitrogenous bases which are attached to the sugar molecule on the inner side, they are of 4 types. Now what are those 4 types of nitrogenous bases? The first one is adenine. second is guanine, third thymine, and the fourth one cytosine. So these are the four types of nitrogenous bases present in DNA molecule. Now they are attached to the inner side of the sugar. Now how they are attached here? Every time adenine combines to thymine by double hydrogen bond. And in the same way, guanine is combined to cytosine by triple hydrogen bond. So nitrogenous bases, they are combined to each other by hydrogen bonds. In between adenine and thymine, or thymine and adenine, double hydrogen bond is present, and in between guanine and cytosine, triple hydrogen bond is present, and they are attached to each other in such a way like they form the rungs of the ladder. They give the appearance of rungs of the ladder. So this is all about the double helix structure of DNA molecule. Next, the another substance present in chromatin, that is histones. Now histone protein. But histones are the protein that help in the coiling and packaging of DNA into the structural units called nucleosomes. So these are the proteins which help in coiling and packaging of DNA to form structural units which are called as nucleosomes. Another important term. Beta, 8 histone molecules wrapped by DNA molecule. Now 8 histone molecules. They are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So these are the 8 histone molecules wrapped by 1 or 2 loops of DNA. So this is DNA. These are the histone molecules and they are wrapped by 1 or 2 loops of DNA. Together they form one unit, and these units are known as nucleosomes. Again, in the same way, 8 histone molecules wrapped by 1 or 2 loops of DNA. Again, this is a nucleosome. So these nucleosomes, millions of nucleosomes, they are present in chromatin, and these nucleosomes, they contain DNA and histone. But these histones, the DNA strand wind around a core of 8 histone proteins called histone octamer. As 8 molecules of histone proteins are there, we call them as histone octamer. Each such complex, that is 8 histone molecule wrapped by 1 or 2 loops of DNA, they are called as nucleosome. An individual nucleosome can be imagined like a football. If we compare it with a football around which a long rope is wound with 1 or 2 loops. So we can compare one nucleosome molecule with the football around which a long rope is wrapped with 1 or 2 loops. So single human chromosomes have about millions of nucleosomes. Now how these nucleosomes are present in the chromatin fiber? Bete, these nucleosomes, millions of nucleosomes are there in chromatin fiber. They coil, recoil and supercoil to form fiber, and that fiber is called as chromatin fiber. And these chromatin fibers, they are present inside the nucleus of the cell. And during cell division, the same chromatin fiber get condensed to form chromosomes, which helps cell to divide, which help to carry hereditary information from one generation to another. Now each human cell contains approximately 2 meters of DNA if stretched end to end. Now in every cell of the human, near about approximately 2 meter of DNA is present, but the size of the nucleus in comparison to the size of the DNA is very small, that is about 6 micrometer in diameter. This is the diameter of nucleus of the human cell, and the length of the DNA molecule present in each nucleus, that is about 2 meter. So therefore, this DNA needs to be condensed in order to fit inside the nucleus. So that's why the entire chromatin fiber coiled, supercoiled, just something like the coils and supercoils we see in a typical telephone cord to form chromosomes. Now here, with the help of diagram again, this is DNA. These are histone molecules. So 8 histone molecules wrapped by DNA form nucleosome. Millions of nucleosomes are there which coiled, then supercoiled to form chromatin fiber. Now these chromatin fibers are present inside the nucleus. Now during cell division, the same chromatin fiber is converted into chromosomes, and these chromosomes, they take part in cell division. Hope everything is clear to you. Now next we are going to start with structure of chromosome.